True horror story while camping. Location: Northern California, United States. I never believed camping stories. I always thought people exaggerated because fear is easier to remember than calm moments. That changed in the summer of 2019, when I went camping with two friends in a remote forest near Hoya National Forest, like terrain in Northern California, far from main roads, phone signals, or nearby towns. We chose the location because it was quiet. Too quiet, actually. The ranger station was closed when we arrived, and the map showed only one marked trail. The ranger we spoke to earlier warned us casually, almost jokingly, "Don't wander off the trail at night." He didn't explain why. We laughed it off. The first day passed normally. We set up our tents before sunset, built a fire, cooked, and talked until it got dark. Around 10:30 p.m., the forest changed. The air became unnaturally still. No insects. No wind. No animals. Anyone who camps knows silence like that isn't normal. That's when we heard footsteps. At first, we assumed it was an animal, maybe a deer. But the steps were slow, deliberate, and upright. Human footsteps. Crunching leaves, stopping, then continuing. We shined our flashlights toward the trees. Nothing. Just darkness between the trunks. We called out, "Hello." No answer. The footsteps stopped immediately, as if whatever was walking didn't want to be heard anymore. We convinced ourselves it was another camper and went back to the fire. 15 minutes later, the smell hit us. A strong, rotten odor, like wet clothes mixed with decay. It came suddenly, then disappeared just as fast. Around 1 a.m., one of my friends whispered that he heard someone breathing outside his tent. Heavy breathing. Too close. We all froze. I could hear it too now, slow, deep breaths, right beyond the thin fabric. I gathered the courage to unzip my tent slightly and shined my flashlight out. There were footprints around our camp. Bare footprints. Human. Leading from the trees. And stopping right between our tents. No footprints leading away. That's when we heard a voice. It sounded like a man trying to imitate human speech, but something was off. The tone was wrong. The pauses were unnatural. It said my name. Perfectly. I had never told anyone outside my friends my full name. My friends started crying quietly. Another grabbed a knife. The voice repeated my name again, closer this time, followed by soft laughter that didn't sound happy, or human. Suddenly, everything stopped. No voice. No breathing. Nothing. We didn't sleep. We sat together until sunrise, backs to the fire, watching the trees. At dawn, we noticed something carved into a nearby tree that wasn't there the day before. 3 symbols. Deeply cut. Fresh. We packed immediately and left without eating, without speaking. When we reached the ranger station later that morning, we asked if anyone lived in the forest. The ranger's face changed. He asked where we camped. When we told him, he went silent for a long moment and said, "People hear things there. Some hear their names. Some follow the voice. The ones who follow don't usually come back." He said it like a fact, not a story. To this day, I don't camp anymore. Sometimes at night, when everything is quiet, I still hear my name, said in that same wrong voice. And I never answer. For weeks after that night, none of us spoke about what happened. We went back to our normal lives, pretending it was just fear mixed with exhaustion. But fear doesn't follow you home. This did. 2 nights after we returned, I woke up at exactly 1 a.m. The same time we heard the voice in the forest. My room was silent, but the air felt heavy, like something unseen was pressing down on my chest. Then I heard it again, slow breathing, right outside my bedroom door. I didn't move. I didn't breathe. I told myself it was my imagination. The sound stopped only when the first birds began to sing. The next day, one of my friends called me. His voice was shaking. He told me he found mud on his apartment floor that morning. Dried forest mud. He lived on the 3rd floor. A week later, another friend admitted he started hearing whispers while driving alone at night. Always low. Always familiar. Always saying his name. None of us heard the voice together anymore. It came to us individually, like it learned how to follow us separately. I started researching disappearances near that forest. I found old forum posts, some deleted, some archived. Campers talking about voices mimicking loved ones. Rangers warning people unofficially. One post mentioned something chilling: don't respond. It learns faster when you do. Then I found a local newspaper article from 1997. A man went missing while camping alone. His tent was found untouched. No signs of struggle. Just footprints circling the campsite, bare footprints. The article ended with one sentence: he was last heard calling his own name into the forest. That sentence still haunts me. Months passed. The whispers faded. Life slowly returned to normal. Until one night in late October 2019, when I received a voicemail. No number. No timestamp. Just audio. It was forest noise. Wind. Leaves. And then my voice, my exact voice, whispering, "Come back." I deleted the voicemail. I changed my number. I moved apartments. To this day, I avoid forests. I avoid silence. And I never go anywhere without background noise. Because I learned something that night: some places don't want visitors, they want witnesses, and some things you meet while camping don't stay behind when you leave, they follow.